first clients from my kitchen, basement, porch.
Red okay?
That's when you know you were real.
Yes. Yes, and both junior and senior prom, and everything. So thank you for inviting me. So I'm actually located on East Mohawk, right above Costa Pizza. Been there for 8 years. How many people want cosmetologists, barbers? Okay. Yes. So my journey started when I was 3. I had a little baby in Maribel, and I always wanted to hear this. Especially when I was coming in looking so cute, little 80s, 90s styles. So that is like really important. Have you guys ever heard of UTC? So that was the Buffalo Vocational School, and they closed in the middle of my program, and they never opened back up. So I had to go back to beauty school and actually pay for it. You guys would have been able to go to that program if you guys if you had it, so you go to junior year, and you go take 100 hours and then pay for your state work. But now you have to go to an individual school. I believe you have to go to yeah, so you have to pay for your 100 hours and go from there. So like I said, 8 years in our current location. It is not easy. People come right out of school and jump right into a career without the stepping stones of visiting and working at other businesses. I do not suggest it. They always say 5 to 7 years. Like I know y'all so good and y'all post on social media, and it does not absolutely work that way. You really have to work very, very hard at gaining your clientele, even learning how to run a business. How many of you guys take clientele? What do you do? Here. We are, I know you haven't been raised. You take services, no? Did you raise? No, not yet. Okay, that's okay. How many have your license? No,
That's why I'm glad you're here.
okay. Well, good. So you cannot operate without a license in cosmetology, barbering, nails. I have a young lady that I'm mentoring right now, and she does the most illegal stuff I've ever heard in my life. And I'm like, sweetheart, we gotta cut all of these services back before you go to jail for killing someone. Like, please. Oh my God, I don't know.
Don't even incriminate it.
No. So, please get your license, and when you do get your license, you can travel all over. Like that's, yes. It's 1,000 hours. So when I went to school, I did September to, I wanna say June. Reason being though, I graduated from Love State, I have my bachelor's in hospitality and tourism, but as I was going into beauty school, at the age of 22, I was 4 months pregnant. So I had to go on maternity leave, and then I came back. So even though I had a big class, I graduated by myself. So even being pregnant, I only missed 7 days of school out of that whole time. I'm a non-driver. I just signed up again for driving lessons. I had my permit for 17 years. Please do not do that. But it happens. I'm afraid, but I'm trying to conquer my fears of driving. But I did not. I took it very serious. I took everything I took very serious. So I'm always very much on time. I had that 15-pound bag, very pregnant on the bus, and I made all my classes except for setting, other than maternity. Is it important to get your license? I know it's a lot of non-licensed workers, and I don't know why you wouldn't want to get your license, because like I said, you can travel all over everywhere. So it's just very important. And then the other thing with you young people, the money aspect. Do not put it in your pocket. It does not work that way. tips is yours, the money that you make is not. So make sure that you have your individual bank accounts for your business and your personal. Reinvest in your business. Make sure that you have all the supplies that you need. Make sure you're shopping from professional sites and professional locations. For me, I don't shop at the corner beauty supply stores. No, I do all professional shopping. I like to be exclusive, so I get my stuff shipped in. And even for myself, I have my own product line. So I'm 3 years in on my product line. I'm trying to build and go from there. So my pivot over time is to just have my product line. I've been a licensed cosmetologist for 16 years now, and I really started taking my clients in high school. So, and I'll be 40. My body is not the best. I have 2 humps on my neck. So over time, you know, you wanna have your pivot or your way out. So I brought in a couple of things that so I do some braiding, all that parting and all those bedazzles that y'all like to do right now. You know, I did that in high school. So basic braiding, a lot of blowouts, some weaving, pretty much really everything, just not those cloth braids, all the partings, you know. Yes, treatments, haircuts, trims.
That's what it used to be like butter.
Right, all the important stuff, because a lot of times, a lot of you young ladies, like, edges are important. Like, please, don't OD on the edge control. Wash that stuff out. You have to shampoo your hair, it's very important. Yes, we are. Lashes? Classes, if you are licensed, yes. Because I keep hearing about a lot of certificates that's being passed out that is not real. You can do business to business, but when those ladies pass out those lash certificates or those microblade certificates, and you're not licensed anything, those are illegal. So I know some places like Macy's and other places that do makeup, you can do that, but to actually work inside of a salon and you don't have any license, I cannot hire you. Especially if state comes in and they are checking paperwork, I can get fined, I think 10 to 15,000, and you can too. So it's important to have your cosmetology license, barber license, aesthetic license, the one young lady, oh my God. So, yes, insurance is very much important, because if you harm someone, they can sue you, and you wanna have insurance for everything that you do. It's very, very important, because last thing you want somebody to do is to sue you, and you are really finished. Yes?
I have a question. Do you have a LLC?
Yes, I do.
Explain that.
I do have an LLC. I started off as a CPA. I believe CPA are $25, and I went down here, I think on 4th Street. I started off with that, and then so doing business ads. So I have my cosmetology license, and then I got my CPA. So the mistake I made though, especially when I was going into my business, someone told me when I first started using my business name, then I couldn't think of anything, so I used my initials. To register my business, and I did. So when I tried to get a loan for my business, I couldn't. So even though my credit score at the time was 746, I still could not get a loan for my business. Reason being, it was registered. So the time span that I started using my name in 2011 versus when I went to register my business and open my business in 2015, I didn't register. So I had to tell my bank account. I started off with a 4% business, I came down the street on Main Street to get my LLC. So because I went that route, because there's other ways to get LLC, but I didn't know at the time, I went for a lawyer work, which is fine, but it was like almost $3,000. So, but remember, because I don't pocket that money, I was able to go and spend money on getting the LLC. So, so yeah, those are things that are very important, especially if you do wanna have a business one day, you wanna make sure that you have all of these. Yes.
Considering the professional side of your business and everything, how often do you get in contact with modeling industry?
Modeling? So that's the thing, I just was talking to someone about that last night, I haven't done a professional photo shoot yet. Right? Yes, so that is on my horizon for next year. And then I also recently graduated from the MWE program right across the hall. And that was really great considering I hadn't done school in 16 years. It was a really great program. I really wanted to, my first thing was I wanted to meet people that was like-minded. Sometimes it's hard when you are working as an entrepreneur. A lot of times you don't have anyone to talk to, or they just don't understand where you're coming from. So it was great to be able to have like-minded people I call them powwows, to bounce ideas off of. Yes.
Do you have ambassadors?
A bachelor's?
Ambassadors.
I do have ambassadors. So KK is gonna pass this around if you guys want to.
Here, y'all can get her business again.
Yeah.
Get her
So my whole life is on there, my
Here.
socials.
Pass that around.
If you
Y'all want
wanna-
her information.
Right, like and subscribe. Everything is all right here, and I do have brand ambassadors. So one of my lines is called Coiffure Mature. So this is one of my towels. Nice. Get cut piece off. I brought some smaller things because I was feeling, but I have some sample sizes of shampoo and conditioner and lotion. You guys want to see it? I can pass it around.
You have like hair oil?
So it's called the Golden Diamond Images Oil. It's on my site. I can ship right to you, or you guys can meet me down at the supply. You guys can see. And then this was my first product. My perfect wrap brush. You see on one side, fight on the other. Because one thing I learned was I would ask, who knows how to wrap your hair? And they will all say, oh, I know how to do that. And that was not true. Cause they would just ball it up and just throw a do-rag on or a bandana. And I'm like, no, you told me not wrap your hair. You don't. So, exactly. So you smooth on one side, lips tighten, put the scarf on, go to sleep. So, back in the 90s, early 2000s, I used to have the high hair. I would make KK hair really high. I would put her little K in her bedazzle bang and all that stuff. So I know for me, like, I have neuropathy at nighttime because I would sleep with my head hanging off the bed or trying to be cute, saving the style. And now my body is bad because I was trying to be cute and saving my style. So now I'm super basic. I call these my not lessons braids because there's no weave in it. My neck is old. My neck is old, so I can't hide like that. How you have your hair up high, that hurts me. I can't. So I got my little non-weave braids in, or I just keep it down and I just wrap it. Yes.
How do you feel about continental?
So, well, the Continental that was on Kenmore closed now, but I've heard those girls really rowdy and they fought, and I guess just not the type of environment I like, so I didn't participate in that one. I actually went to Leon, I hated it, but it was a school. Like my teacher at BTC was wanna say the best school and the school that I wanted to go to, but because they just opened, they didn't have accreditation yet, was T-Top. They're really good. But what you really learn is the basics for passing state board. But when I say your license come into play, is the beauty shows. You learn everything from the beauty shows. And social media wasn't a thing at the time. It was just starting, but it wasn't something that you guys can see from all over the world, like different styles. So a lot of stuff you know, just trial and error. A lot of stuff I learned was just trial and error. I didn't have a mentor. So it was self-taught for a lot of things, but the beauty show is your best friend. That's how you make money. And that's how you find your products. That's how you get products in bulk. So, yes. Beauty shows. So even if you do barbering, like it's competitions, you can win up to, I think, some of them like $25,000, $50,000 in the competitions, but you have to be licensed. Or unless if you're working for a company like the A's company is on here. So that's how you get all of your competitions. Yes, absolutely. One second. So some tips. Make sure your credit score is here. Depending on what you are going to go into business for. I always say if you know how to do it too, like don't just open a business if you can't actually work in the business. Because if you don't have the workers, then you just chill out. So at least be able to do whatever you're opening your business for. I don't own on the third floor, but I'm hoping to do that one day. But like I said, I want to transition over to how to like my own manufacturing distribution. Because like I said, I'm getting older, so I would like to own one day. But making sure that your like set credit score is there, making sure you have money saved for the bank, and making sure you're working with the right people. It took me a long time just to even find somewhere to open my business. Think like, oh, these spaces open, I can just open this and no one can rent. So, yes. You gotta speak up. A startup. Go to cosmetology school. That's the very first thing is going to cosmetology school. Both seats? Yeah, you can go through both seats.
You have both these will be coming in and telling y'all everything they offer.
You sure can. It's just 1,000 hours. You have to get through that 1,000 hours and take the state board. Because I know a lot of people go to cosmetology school and they never take their board.
I've seen a lot of people go to cosmetology school and never take their state board.
Right, and you pay for that. So the least you can do is get your certification and just keep up with it because it's yours, you work for it, you earned it. You just have to show up and be on time. That's the most important thing. Any other questions? Yes?
Your plate is going around, y'all passing the plate around so y'all can scan that QR code.
Yeah, pass it to the other side.
So like I said, I'm around the corner, so if you ever want to talk or yes, so Garden Brothers Show is in Atlanta on November, and they moved it to Orlando for the summertime show. And August, I want to say 8th to 19th.
But you two Brown Brothers shows, you ever want to keep those shows?
problem.
That's why we bringing them in, they even got that.
And I'm literally just like, and they're passing so you could, it's my history, so it has all of my everything. So, any other questions? No? Well, thank you guys for writing the show.
That's motion.